This is Columbia, your go for PDI, and they recommend you yaw right 10 degrees and try the high gate again. Eagle, you read Columbia?
Right, we read you.
Okay.
Eagle, Houston, we read you now. You're a go for PDI, over. Roger, understand. Stabilization control circuit breakers. Thank you, gimbal AC closed. Thank you, gimbal AC closed. Circuit breakers. And override off. Gimbal enable. State scale 25. Eagle, Houston, your alignment is go on the Yags. On my mark, 330 till ignition. Roger. Mark, 330 till ignition. Roger, copy. Hot translation, 4 jets. Balance couple on. PA throttle minimum. Throttle auto, CDR. Stop button reset. Stop button. Set. Abort stage reset. At control, 3 up in the mode control. Okay, mode control is set. Tags is reading 400 plus 1. Okay, sequence camera coming on.
All right, hello everybody. I am just doing this little video about the landing of the Eagle Lunar Excursion Module as part of Apollo 13. Now, somebody in Quora asked a question about the landing as it was depicted in the movie First Man, and it shows a great big gaping crater that they had to go over. Now, they did have to go over a crater, the Little West crater, but it was nowhere near the science fiction, you know, Star Wars kind of hugeness in the film. So this is not intended for any kind of education or explanation purposes, just really as a little bit of fun. I have not played Orbiter in a long time, and I thought I would do the mission, you know, just to show what the landing actually looked like. Now, this is Orbiter 2010, and the graphics, as you can see, are not up to modern standards, although they are very beautiful. But the programming is superb for this. AMSO is the Apollo mission simulator for Orbiter, and it was produced in France, actually, by a team of mathematicians, physicists. They're hobbyists, and they love Orbiter, but they're basically rocket scientists, so they know what they're talking about. They designed the navigation for the system so that it would match the ship's position to the radio broadcasts, which are exact as per time, according to the mission. And by following that algorithm, they can keep the flight going to within about 10 meters of the actual flight path of the Eagle. Now, that's assuming, of course, that you don't take manual control and do something silly, which I have done, and it generally ends up badly. But the first burn is coming in about 15 seconds. There will be a 10% ullage burn for about 15 seconds, and then the engine goes to max power. That's 93% throughout the P63 braking phase.
10%.
During the braking phase, the ship will rotate from windows down to windows up, so that when it pitches forward, the windows will be pointing forward. Now, the cockpit is a static cockpit. No buttons, switches, or instruments actually work, which is a shame. But this was 2010, and as you can see, it's beautifully detailed, and hey, Buzz looks pretty damn good. Now, the only downside is normally you should be able to move the camera around the cockpit, but you can't do that probably just because it's old. So we're kind of stuck to the window view, but I mean, since that's where we want to look anyway, I'm not concerned. So come along for the ride while we are completing the trip to the surface. This should take about 8 minutes from now. Now, once we get close...
Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over.
Once we get close...
Eagle, that looks good. Eagle, Houston, everything's looking good here, over. Roger, copy.
Okay, once we get close...
Eagle, Houston, after yaw around, angle, S-band pitch, -9er, yaw, +18. Copy.
Once we get close, you'll see Little West Crater. It isn't the giant gaping hole that it is presented in the movies.
Roger.
But it was still a ship killer. I mean, it looks actually quite small until you're on top of it, and once you are beside it, you realize it's fairly large.
Bait on. Altitude's a little high.
Now, once again, other than the graphics, this is largely what the astronauts would have been seeing. The ground features, the altitude, the position is all correct as per the actual flight. Now, Buzz was largely concerned with keeping comms with Earth as the...
Houston, I'm getting a little fluctuation in the AC voltage now.
Right, that's exactly what he's saying.
Just the meter maybe, huh? Stand by. It's looking good to us. You're still looking good. It's coming up 3 minutes.
As the spacecraft begins its yaw around to the pitch up to the windows up position, he will have to move the radios to stay in contact.
Looks real good. Hold it. Hold on. Our position check downrange to us to be a little off. Roger, copy.
All right. And the lock function wasn't working, so you had to manually slew until the lock would actually hold. Now we are rotating about to the windows up position, so once we're there, we won't be able to see the ground for a while until we pitch over at the thrust reduction, and then won't get a good look until the P-64 program. The P-63 is the braking phase, where it brings us down to a point about 1 kilometer up and about 9 kilometers downrange. Correction, uprange of the landing target. Then P-64 is the landing phase. And once they got close enough and they realized that they were in danger...
Eagle, Houston, you're a go to continue. That's 4 minutes. Roger, you're a go to continue power descent. You're a go to continue power descent.
Once they got close enough and they realized they were in danger, Neil Armstrong activated the P-66 program.
Houston, we got data dropout. You're still looking good.
Which was the assisted manual. In other words, the spacecraft would turn according to his joystick, but then as soon as he let go of the joystick, it would freeze in place. Like it would cancel its rates, which is what assisted manual is called. What it does, I should say. Okay, we are 100 kilometers out, 60 miles downrange.
Altitude lights out.
Now this
Altitude is minus 2,900. Roger, we copy. That's the Earth right out our front window.
I like that. We got the Earth right out our front window.
At our Delta H. That's affirmative. Program alarm. It's looking good to us, over.
Okay, that's the program alarm. You can hear it. The 1202, the master alarm would be flashing right now. and they didn't actually know what it was. What it was is the flight computer can handle 12 functions at once,
1202 program alarm.
and it was getting 13.
Roger, we got you. We're going at alarm. Roger, 330. 6 plus 25, throttle down. 6 plus 25, throttle down.
Keep in mind that this could go all to crap very quickly when I take control, because I'm not Neil Armstrong. I'm a decent pilot, but I've never flown flying bedsteads.
1668 up. Roger, copy.
Once again, this is what they would have
Houston,
seen.
we'll monitor your Delta 8. Beautifully.
Okay, here comes the pitch over.
Delta 8 looks good now. Roger, Delta 8 is looking good to us. Wow. Throttle on time.
I like that little wow by Neil Armstrong.
Throttle down. Better in the simulator. Roger. Alright, some things look real close.
And we are approaching 30 kilometers uprange.
You're looking great to us, Eagle. Okay, I'm still on flu, so we may tend to lose as we gradually pitch over. Let me try auto again now, see what happens. Roger.
That's Buzz Aldrin is still
looks like
fighting
it's
with the
over.
radios.
Roger, we got good data.
Every time Charlie Duke says we got a dropout, that's what he means. He's losing comms. And telemetry. Okay, P-64 is coming up. We are almost at the
Eagle, Houston,
landing
it's
position.
descent to fuel to monitor, over. Going to 2. Made it, switch over time, please, Houston. Roger, stand by. You're looking great at 8 minutes. Roger. $8:30, you're looking great. We copy.
And we are coming into the P-64.
The P-64. Good.
And now by comparing the scribes on the window that you can see with the values on the computer, you can see where he was landing, and he was landing into a great big jumbled rock field. And right beyond that was the crater, Little West Crater. Now as you can see from this distance, we are 4 kilometers out. It doesn't actually look all that big.
Control is good. Roger, copy.
But we don't have a heck of a lot of movement here.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Okay, getting ready to take over.
Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Top alarm. 1201. 1201. Roger, 1201 alarm. We're go. Same type. We're go. 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Into the ag. 47 degrees. Roger. 47 degrees. Eagle looking great. Your go. Roger, 1202, we copy it.
I have control.
35 degrees.
I'm taking
35
control.
degrees, 750, coming down to 23. 700 feet, 21 down, 33 degrees.
If you can call this having control.
540 feet down at 30, and at 15. And 400 feet down at 9. 300 feet down, 3.5. 47 forward. 19 forward.
Trying to slow over
3.5 down.
forward speed and bleed off.
160 feet, 6.5 down. 5.5 down.
Oh boy.
9 forward.
Come on. Come on, baby.
Down 2.5. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust.
Nothing near as well as he did. And I'm missing the crater entirely. But he did have a little bit of a pitch up or a rise on his landing. I need to come forward a little bit. This is really hard without instruments. It's incredible what he did. Okay, letting her come down. Where's Twin Crater? It's up there. So I'm pretty close. Slowing my forward speed. Slowing forward speed. Down to 5 knots. 4 knots. 3. Rolling her vertical. Pitching her vertical. Come on, baby. -3 vertical speed. Picking up some dust.
30 feet, 2.5 down. Base shadow.
Engine lights cut off.
4 forward, drift to the right a little.
Oh, yes, I did it.
30 seconds. Forward, drift. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. APA at a descent.
I hate to say it, but that was one of my better landings in this.
Descent engine command override off. Engine arm off. 413 is in.
Okay, rotational thrusters off.
We copy you down, Eagle. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Listen to that.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so I missed the crater completely. I went around it.
You're looking good here.
Let's see where I landed.
Okay, we're going to be busy for a minute. After arm on, take care of the descent.
That's actually really close.
Very smooth touchdown.
Eagle landed pretty much between Little West.
Looks like we're bending the oxidizing up. Roger, Eagle, and you are safe for T1. Over. Eagle, you are safe for T1. Roger. And we're safe for T1. Roger, and we see you venting the ox.
So Eagle landed about midway between, kind of in an equal distance between Little West Crater, which is over there.
Roger, we have it.
Twin Crater, which is over there. And I can't remember the name of that one over there.
We read you 5 by Columbia.
So we
he
are
has landed Tranquility Base. Eagle is at Tranquility, over.
We are, I'd say, within 15 meters of where we should be.
Fantastic.
Top reset.
Okay, anyway, that is Little West Crater, and that is fairly faithfully reproduced from...
Columbia went up telemetry command reset to reacquire on the high gain.
Copy out.
From satellite imagery, from flyovers, and from Neil Armstrong's own photographs. So it's about 100 meters across. It is fairly steep.
Eagle, Houston, you loaded R2 wrong. We want 10254. Roger.
But it doesn't look like it's going to have a space slug coming out of it. It actually doesn't look very big.
The horizontal 5515.2. That's affirmative.
From here, but when you get up right up close to it, when you go EVA, you can see it's quite big. So yeah, that is the crater that they flew over.
Ags to ping the line, over. Say again. Mike and Ags to ping the line, over.
And
Roger, we're standing by for it.
Always remember that, of course, that the movies exaggerate things for greater drama, but in real life, when NASA was looking for a landing site. They wanted the flattest possible place they could find on the equator, and thus they chose the Sea of Tranquility, which they are just 2 degrees above
Okay, we were
the
just wondering
equator.
that. Here's Otto on the tap.
And the recording has finished. It's gone on to Orbiter's default recording. That's what that was. And so I'll cancel it. Actually, I'm going to see if I can take an EVA. Oh, there we go. Oops, what happened? What happened? Now I need to figure out how to get this guy to walk. It's been a long time. I haven't done this in months, so. Okay, I don't actually know how to get him to walk. Oops, no, that's not it. Because the keys are not functioning.
And Nicole, we'd like to get another glove check from Steve. We heard mention that they were dirty, and we'd just like to get better visual on that. And we'd like Al to check his DCM cover.
You guys copy?
Okay, yeah, I don't really know how to get the guy to walk, but that's okay. I'll just end the video here. Well, let's see if I can get him to go out. No. How about this? Oh, that's silly. Okay, so this isn't working. Okay, I'm just going to end the video here. And I hope you liked it. Like I said, there's no real attempt to be serious about education or explanation or anything like that. Just really having fun and show you a little bit more of what the landing would have looked like from, the astronauts, from the astronauts' viewpoint themselves. So. Okay, so I'll just end it here.